Hello YouTube world and welcome back to Therapeutic Tuesdays. I am Movement Mike Nimchak and today I wanted to go over some of the mobility and stretching and therapies that you can use on the bottoms of your feet and for your shins. I know the last time that I did a Therapeutic Tuesday video, a little bit ago, I kind of skipped a week, but the last one that I did was based on the golf ball on the bottom of your foot. So if you're not quite ready for the golf ball, this is another way that you can very easily kind of loosen up the fascia or the muscle tissues that are underneath your foot. Also, I will be demonstrating a way to kind of stretch out the shins. So a lot of times we'll get tight shins if you lift up your toes and maybe even the pads of your feet, right? So you're kind of hinging, you're kind of pressing into that heel and the toes are reaching up towards your shin. Those muscles there, being able to stretch those. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing I'll show you is the stretch for your toes. Hi, what's up? So you'll see you curl your toes under here. And you want to make sure that you have a lot of your weight on your hands because this is going to be intense if you've never done this before. You're going to slowly start to move yourself back. And you may already be experiencing some stretch. So if you are feeling a little bit of tingles and some pulling happening in the bottoms of your feet, go ahead and stay here. Try to keep your core pulled in. Oh, sorry. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Releasing that tension out of your mouth, breathing in through your nose, sending the air into those tight muscle tissues, and breathing out through your mouth, releasing the tension. And as this gets easier, you can start to sit back onto your heels. And the last little bit you'd be able to splay your knees, you'd be able to splay your heels apart. So let me show you what this looks like from the back. You can see my toes are curled under. I start here with some weight in my hands, and then as this gets better and easier for me, I want to keep a level of discomfort so you're uncomfortable but you're not in pain. And being able to kind of stay on that fine line where you're uncomfortable but you're not in the pain zone. Right? That sharp stabbing pain, that is no good. Uncomfort, good. And then the heels splay away from each other, allowing your pinky toes to get involved in some of the action and stretching those out. Again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So you can do this for at least 60 seconds, preferably up to 2 minutes. And now I will show you the Shin stretch. So I'm doing these two both together because they can really be done simultaneously, and I feel like if you're stretching one, you should be stretching the other. It's kind of like with the banded stretches with your hips and your hamstrings, being able to stretch the thighs and the hip flexors as well as the hamstrings. I feel like doing both is important. So we're going to do that same thing. I'm already in the position, but to show you what this looks like, and I'll do it kind of from an angle here. So tops of the feet are flat against the mat. We're stretching the muscles that run all the way down here into your shin. A lot of times runners will get shin splints from flexing the toe so much to land. So this is a really good way to kind of bring some relief and some stretching to it. I don't know how much, I really don't think they'll do much as far as inflammation goes. So you still need to ice and allow proper recovery time. Especially if you're just starting out running or sprinting, preferably sprinting. But if your sport is running and that's where you find therapy, go ahead and do it that way. But if you're just getting into it, there's going to be some trauma and inflammation. So give yourself the appropriate amount of recovery time and then get back into it. Of course, getting into some mobility and stretching once that inflammation has gone down. So getting back into this, go ahead and tops of feet flat against the mat if you're not already there. And you're sitting back onto your heels. Now I do this a lot, and I try to keep this area nice and loose. I actually find this to be quite comfortable. But for those of you that really can't get and just sit on the back of it, Again, you start with your hands down and slowly find that wall where you're uncomfortable but you're not in pain. And eventually you'll be able to sit on them fully. You can kind of rock from side to side and find the area that's most intense. Like for me, if I roll over to my left side on the outer edge of the foot, I feel it a little more, so I'll breathe through this. And eventually you want to keep yourself upright. I know I was slouching a little bit, but I kind of remind myself to be in a good position. I don't want to stay in bad positions as often as possible. Opening up the chest, shoulder blades pulled back, core pulled in just a little bit. That 20% rule. So if your core's pulled in, maximum belly button pulled in 100%, abs flexed, and then you die that down to about 20. That's where you should be kind of walking, sitting at that 20%. And I go over to my right side, and again, I feel a lot of this as I roll towards the outside. And it's very subtle. So when I'm rolling through here, it's just a little bit. I mean, I'm just like poking my hip out to the side slightly. And this is really good for the ankles. I'll try to remember to send a link down to in the description of the banded stretches for the wrists and ankles, where I'm helping go into better flexion so that your calves are stretching and get a good ankle position there. This is a nice counter stretch for that one, so I'll try to remember to put the link down there. All right, and that will do it for today. Go ahead and try these on your feet and shins and see how the lower part of your legs feel after this. Again, try and utilize both these exercises for 60 seconds and up to 2 minutes. I really do recommend that 2-minute mark. Just get a little timer on your watch or on your phone and let those 2 minutes count down. Remembering to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, trying to keep the breathing consistent. If you're finding that your breathing becomes shallow or erratic, try to focus on calming it back down. You'll be working on not only stretching out your muscles in your body, but you also will be strengthening your mind. I hope that you have found this helpful. Please, if you have anything at all that you want to reach out and let me know about, do you have any questions, anything you want me to do on a video, I would love to post something that is tailored specifically for you so that someone else having the same issue can hopefully come across this and find some relief as well. If you want one-on-one attention, I also offer that. And you can find that on my Movement Mike Facebook page and see how to go about doing that. Until next time, keep going and keep growing mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually stronger. I'm with you guys, and I will see you very soon. Peace.